Today's video is going to be about becoming a God over your reality, okay? So let's jump right on into it. So for starters, it's understanding that the universe is mental. So I'm going to be reading from my ebook. I'm going to be dropping that soon. I don't know when you're going to be watching this, so just stay posted. Let's get into it. Alright, so starting off, to become a God over your reality, it means radical self-ownership. God don't ask for permission, they declare it. They create, they speak it, and so it is. But to do that, you must reclaim your power. Reclaim the power you've disowned. So for starters, it starts with your thoughts. Your thoughts are not innocent, they are commands. It's your emotionally charged thoughts, not just the random thoughts. So it's understanding that through your thoughts, that's what's creating like the filter of your reality. Because you can only ever feel and experience what you're thinking. So it's not the event that's happening in your 3D reality. It's your thinking about the event. It's your perception of the event. It's what you're telling yourself it means, the definitions that you're giving it. Okay? So that's kind of like your belief system. That's all thoughts. Beliefs are just repeated thoughts that's been anchored in repeatedly with repetition and emotions. So thoughts are vibrations. Vibrations become form. If you continue to rehearse scarcity, betrayal, or unworthiness, you will conjure experience that validate them. So it's understanding like you are a radio station sending out a signal. So if you're sending out a signal of scarcity, betrayal, lack, desperation, limitation, guilt, shame, you're going to continue to attract people and circumstances to validate that. So to be a God over your reality, for starters, the first power that you disown, that you have to gain back control over, is your thoughts. All right. The second power, your emotions. Emotion is energy and motion. It fuels your creativity. It fuels your creations. But most people are emotionally enslaved, not sovereign. So practice emotional alchemy. When you feel fear or lack, pause and name it, and then transmute it with presence. Ask yourself, because I want you to write it down, what is this teaching me about my power? Okay? And then when you're feeling the emotion of I'm scared, I won't succeed, you transmute that into the fear is proof I'm stepping into the unknown. Because your brain only job is to keep you safe. So stepping into the unknown feels scary and unsafe, and so it conjures up fear and anxiety, and it causes you to turn the other way. But in order to be a God over your motherfucking reality and be the soul alchemist that you are, you have to gain control over your emotions. See, a lot of us be wanting to wait till reality change before we change our emotions. Like, I'll be happy when X, Y, and Z. I'll be fulfilled when X, Y, and Z. And so we're putting the power outside of us by allowing the circumstances and reality dictate how we feel. So in order to be a God over your reality, is knowing how to feel calm in the midst of the chaos. It's knowing how to respond to the trigger instead of react. It's gaining emotional control, self-discipline, control over your mind and your emotions. Instead of the events that's happening in your life be controlled, the captain of the ship. You gotta remain captain of the ship. And it's okay, you're not gonna be perfect and happy, sunshine, and master all the time. It's okay, give yourself grace. But I'm just telling you what's required for you to be a God over your reality. Okay. Let's get into the next one. Emotions is the currency of manifestation. It tells the quantum field what level of reality you're available for. Like I said, the radio station and the signal. You cannot experience your desired reality if you don't feel it right here, right now, in the present moment. There's no such a shit as the past or the future. It's only now. Now. That's the power of meditation, visualization, and shifting your beliefs and your perspective, your self-concept, your identity. Is all consciousness. Making the conscious decision to be your highest self, to know it's already done, moment by moment by moment, regardless of what you're seeing and experiencing. That's how you be a God over your reality. All right, number 3 is the identity, the self-concept that I was talking about. You can only manifest what your identity allows, what you feel that you're worthy of receiving. You experience who you believe you are, what you believe you're capable of. So I feel like it's time to audit our self-concept and our self-belief. How do we think about ourselves? Who do we think we are? What do we think we're capable of? Because if you was already your highest self, how would you be thinking? How would you be acting? How would you be feeling? And it's adapting that identity today. Become the frequency, become the station, and reality has no choice but to bend at your will. Okay, so the poor cannot manifest wealth. The wounded cannot sustain love. The victim cannot hold power. So create a God self blueprint. That's what I help you do. I literally have a one-on-one mentorship called God Self Blueprint, where I'm helping you unleash the God within by mastering your mind in order to master your reality. Okay? But these are the questions that you're going to write down. I mean, not questions, but prompts for affirmations and new belief systems. It's 3 of them. So the first one is, okay, I'm making sure you're ready. The first one is, I am the version of me who ... fill in the blank. The next one is, my standards are ... fill in the blank. The third one is, I no longer ... fill in the blank. Okay. Get clear on your God self, okay? Then be that version before the external shift. This is the key to collapsing timelines. So it's for the people that's especially in a reality or circumstance that you do not desire. You could be working at a job you hate, living back at your parents' place, living in uncomfortable circumstances that you don't want to be in, living with a situationship just to have help. So it's knowing that even when you're in the midst of that situation, you got to feel as if you're in your desired reality in the midst of the unpleasant circumstance. Because I was about to say the unfulfilled circumstance, but either way, you get what I'm saying. You picking up what I'm putting down. Picking up what I'm putting down. Identity is a spell. Whatever role you claim, the universe conspires to make true. Whatever role you claim, the universe conspires to make true. Like I said, whoever you believe you are. And for a lot of people, they believe that they're broke, they're defeated, they're stuck, they're limited, they're not good enough, they're not worthy. So that is the identity for a lot of people. So it's auditing that self-concept and where your beliefs are. Who do you think you are? How are you acting? How are you showing up? Are you showing up as somebody that know that they are God with infinite possibilities? Or are you showing up as somebody that's a victim waiting for change? Because the only way your world is going to change if you change. As within, so without. Reality is a reflection of you. So once you start to shift your beliefs, shift your concept, shift your attention, your focus, your emotional charged thoughts, it's all internal. When you shift the internal, the external will match the the vibration that you signal out. Okay? All right, so we're in the next phase, deprogram and divine design. How to deprogram your mind. So to truly embody the God of your reality, you must uninstall all the false codes. So it's reprogramming the program, releasing all the limiting beliefs and conditioning that was forced upon you, whether through society or your family, generational trauma, generational curses, all of those things. It's releasing all of that. And so how to deprogram? It's 3 steps. We ready? The first step is audit your beliefs. Okay, so the journal prompt I want you to ask yourself is, where did this belief come from? Who benefits from me believing this? All right, number 2 is inner child work. Much of our programming was absorbed before age 7. Meet your inner child, validate them, reteach them truth. And I have an ebook called Nurture Your Soul, The Art of Reparenting Your Inner Child, where I'm teaching you how to reparent your inner child. Because I genuinely feel like the validation, the approval, the acceptance, the things that we're searching for to feel loved and enough and worthy and validated is really just our inner child seeking that from us because we didn't get it in our childhood. So once you give yourself the validation, the approval, the acceptance, the forgiveness, the love, the trust, become the parent that you needed. That's how you heal that inner child. Then number 3 is shadow work. What parts of your power have you suppressed? Where are you still being small to be liked or safe? And I also have an ebook about self-love and shadow work. So it's really accepting and integrating the parts of yourself that you hide, loving all the parts of you. Or do you only love yourself when you're perfect and put together? It's loving all of you, accepting all of you, the parts that you felt like you had to hide and shrink, giving them a voice. So the journal prompt for you is, where am I still outsourcing my power to people, systems, or circumstances? All right, so now we are going to get into co-creating with the infinite. Being a God isn't about ego, it's about alignment. You are a fracture of source. You have divine intelligence coded in your very DNA. When you act from your highest self, the universe moves for you. So you're not asking and begging and hoping, please come rescue me, save me, I need. No. You are God in the motherfucking flesh. You are commanding your reality. You are moving as if you know. Not I hope. It's reclaiming your power. And that's what I help you do. Remember who the fuck you are. Because I have a soul awakening blueprint. That's a one-on-one session as well. Helping you get to the root of who you are. Who you desire to be. Letting go who you was told to be and programmed to be. All right, so okay, oh yeah, these are practical steps that you can do. So speak and decree. Speak as if you know it's done. I command. This is quantum instruction. This is how the universe likes clarity and confidence and certainty. Money likes it too. That's why when you're walking in alignment, when you embodying the God within, money is a byproduct. Faith and finance go hand in hand. I suggest you read the book, The Dynamic Laws of Prosperity. Poverty is a fucking sin. And we've normalized it. It's a mental illness that we've normalized. It's nothing normal about being poor and broke. And we've normalized it, and we think the less we have, the more spiritual and noble we are. No. Crumbs ain't enough for me. I want the whole motherfucking bakery. Crumbs ain't enough. I'm God in the flesh. I'm royalty. I deserve the best. I deserve luxury. I deserve wealth. Because it's my birthright. Because I said so. Because I command. That's the energy. That's the confidence. That's the clarity. The devotion. And it's moving in the direction of the vision no matter what you seeing or experiencing. Like you know it's inevitable. Because it is. So move like it. Act like it. Alright? And that's the next one. Live as if. So act, speak, dress, walk, and decide as the God self. The world must reorganize to match. You a whole God out here. We got to stop acting like victims, making excuses and complaining, looking for a rescue, looking for a quick, easy fix. The only person coming to save you is the version of you that's fed the fuck up. That's it. All right, so ground your energy, morning stillness, candle work, mirror affirmations, build a throne for your consciousness, yada, 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 yada. The kingdom of heaven is within you, not above, not outside, within. That means the power you seek is already here. You just have to stop denying it. You just have to remember. You just have to activate. And I just took you through the process on how to do that. So rewatch this video however many times you need to. And don't worry, because I'm creating an ebook on this very topic. Fingers crossed by the end of June. All right, so the closing message. Gods are not born, they awaken. And today your invitation is this. Stop waiting. Stop playing small. You're a whole God out here. Get in that throne. Fix your crown. Build your capacity and your resilience. You're going to be challenged. But that don't mean you have to suffer and struggle. Every trial, tribulation, obstacle is an invitation to your next level. So are you going to level the fuck up? Or are we going to complain and gossip and why me, and life is hard and life is unfair? So what? These are the cards you was dealt. What are we going to do about it? We're going to remember who the fuck we are and become the creators of our reality through the power of our motherfucking minds. That's what we going to do. All right? So I'm going to close it out with a reading. I'm going to do a reading. I'm going to pull a card for us to close this out. If you learned something from this video, let me know. What stuck out to you the most? What resonated with you the most? All right, so the first card that we have is align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? What are you clinging on to that you know is no longer serving you? Because it's time to let it go and level the fuck up. Or are you going to keep continuing to allow it to drag you back down because it's familiar? It's comfortable. Growth can't happen in your comfort zone. And a lot of people are comfortable in their misery. Comfortable don't necessarily mean that you like it. Comfortable just means it's what's known. It's what's familiar. So if it don't align with who you desire to be and where you desire to be, it's time to let that shit go. It's time to get into alignment. All right? Next card, awakening. I love when the cards match the message. Awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. It's time to integrate. It's time to embody. It's time to be the God within. You're no longer trying like you're only meditating and reading because you want a specific outcome. This is a lifestyle now. This is a way of living now. It's time to step up. It's time to lead. It's time to be the God that you are, even if you're just leading your life. I'm not talking about you got to be the next Rosa Parks, Marcus Garvey, not Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. That's not what I'm saying. Be the leader of your life. That's what I'm saying. Awaken to your power within you to release the victim and be the creator. All right, the next card. The damn flash is getting me. I can't even see it for real. Okay. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. It's like I said, embody the God within. You wouldn't have the gift and the vision if somebody didn't need it and it wasn't meant for you specifically to fulfill it. You have the gift because somebody needs it. You have the vision because it's on you to fulfill that shit. So let's get into alignment. The next card we have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. generations. You've been preparing for the moment. And you second guessing yourself and questioning yourself. And am I smart enough? Am I doing enough? Am I enough? Am I worthy? Can I really do this? Is it really possible? So much responsibility. I can't. I'm not. I don't. I want. Excuse. Evolve or stay the same. Evolve or stay the same. Wake up to your soul's calling or continue to live the fucking American dream that you were sold and programmed to live. It's up to you. So with that being said, I want you to live your life loving you first. Awaken that God power, baby. Okay? Live your life loving yourself first. And I'll see y'all in the next video.